Man, I was gonna take a drink and I stopped myself. Hey, welcome back to Hometown Opens, where Millsy and I, who are the wonderful people sitting at this table in front of us, are about to open up some cool collector boosters. But we sit here, we open up some stuff so you guys can watch. For some reason, that's entertainment, and I can't say anything because I have sat in front of my phone
Mikey, I
for
feel like you're not
hours.
framing this one up. We're riding the train, boys. Okay, this is
true.
We're going deep. Okay, this is the
You were
4th
more
and 12 from your own 15 to throw the Hail Mary down the right hash. Okay, we're going deep, boys.
Man.
And other people.
And Tom Brady would be proud of you right now.
Double Masters collector boosters. Well, we get this fabulous pull tab, and we get
Get that trash out of here.
not packs, but another box. We get another box.
Get
Free value.
They put a pretty box inside of a pretty box.
For anyone that doesn't know, we have 4 boosters.
That's it?
Just 4.
How many's in each booster?
15.
15.
We're gonna get lots of pretty cards in this.
Oh, okay. So we
I love this art. Just repeat it.
They really think that everybody
Never
loves
kept
Mimeoplasm.
like one of these
huh?
boxes before, but I feel like I might have to keep that one.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
All right, there's a bunch of, I don't remember exactly what the spots are, so we're gonna go nice and slow. But Mikey, you got those sleeves ready.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
There is a lot.
Insert random company name here.
There's a lot
Sleeves.
of good things that we can get here.
All right,
So
start
we're
off the
gonna
rip.
go- Got Carrier Thrall.
Some commons.
Guinar. Vampire Sovereign. Got a Spider.
Spy.
I'm gonna take my time with these, since we only have 4 packs. Discard Captain.
Nice.
Shout out to one of our favorite sets of all time.
Yeah.
Dark Ear.
Good card.
Glory Scale Viashino. We're getting into our uncommons. I'm gonna try not to Ruxin Specialist. I'm gonna try not to pull too many at once. Make sure that we shout out to Ruxin34 on YouTube.
Shout out to the bird that I'm looking at right now.
River Hoopo. Is that in your deck?
It is not actually.
Do you want this pretty foil?
No, because it's just,
All right, we got 2. I believe we have 2 borderless commons or uncommons, and then we'll have 2 foils.
okay.
So we got Thought Scour there. I'll probably only sleeve the ones of these that are worth a good amount.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I did it.
Oh, you done did. Hey.
We got Rampant Growth, the card I was low-key the most excited about.
Do you
even
want me
though-
to sleeve it just
Yeah,
because?
even though it's literally $1.
That's a beautiful
Got the
piece of
beautiful RFK or the RKF Coiling Oracle. That one is pretty.
thing. Is it in the like a fancy foil?
No, it's just a regular foil.
Just regular foil? Oh, okay.
We have Spell Pierce. Who doesn't love a good counter spell? Oh man, I'm so nervous.
If you want to play mono blue.
Aminatu,
Hey,
the Fate Shifter.
That's pretty
That
good.
is in foil. Bloodforged Battle Axe is the first of our borderless rares.
I'll start sliding these under you.
This is where the pack is either going to get really good or really bad. So let's find out.
Let's find out.
Ashen Rider and that pretty foil etch. There's going to be one of these in every pack.
Hey, Archons are never bad. Let's be honest.
It's backwards.
It's backwards. What kind of?
Well, we're going to give it the old
Oh, it's a Cedrus.
Cedrus the Trader King, and that is a regular foil. It's not the special foil, but still, this feels really thin. Is that just me?
Ooh, it does feel weird.
It feels really thin, but that's okay. Put that bad boy in a sleeve.
Hang on, let me...
It feels really thin.
Yeah, just a wee bit. That's
That's
strange.
weird. And then we got our Cat Dragon and Spirit Token. There's some rumors out there that this Cat Dragon token may be popular,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Because you know tokens.
Because we can't trust those rumors.
I'm gonna start sliding these under you as I hit the stand.
I don't know why that was backwards. And
I
all-
kind of hope they are.
And all of the videos I watched, they were all straightforward, so I don't know.
I hope they are for us. That'd be great.
Miss Meta Witch,
Good card.
Civic Saber, no commons. We started off with commons last time. Interesting. Extract from the Darkness. Okay.
Oh, did we just hit like a bomb pack of nothing but uncommons?
League Guild Mage. Oops, all uncommon.
Could you imagine? That'd be amazing.
Orzhov Basilica, the regular printing.
Oh,
We got a Lightning Helix. Spider Spawning. There's a lot of uncommons.
I'm telling you, I think it's oops all uncommons on this one.
Kasali Pride Mage is our first Borderless.
That's a cool.
Kind of I love
I
the
like
art.
that art. Yeah.
We got a Young Pyromancer.
The new art. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
It's pretty. We'll sleeve that one. Never know.
I got you, man.
Got a foil rampant growth this time.
Hey, that's the one you're looking for, bud.
Better than nothing.
Oh, I was about to just grab that.
Oh, we got a
stack.
foil Simic growth chamber. These guys aren't going for too much, although the foils are definitely going for more than the regulars, so we'll take it.
Of course.
Got Intent, the Dreamer.
You were gonna build Intent, I think, until
our favorite teamer, Dragon. We got Privileged Position.
Hey,
Fun card. Love the art on that. That was beautiful.
that was pretty sweet.
All right, it should be our foil etch. And it is Doran the Siege Tower. Shout out to our buddy Steven with his Doran the Siege Tower deck.
Yes.
And our rare, oh boy.
Boy, here we go.
Surgical Extraction.
Dang it, I was hoping it was backwards again.
That, again, is just that regular foil. The special foil, I think, is like 1 per case. And the case is like 8 boxes. So, I mean, there's no
telling.
There's no necessarily guaranteed chance, but that's the fun, right? Settle beyond reality.
Oh, I don't know why I was about to grab that out of your hand.
Deep analysis. So we got commons this time. It's kind of interesting. Skeleton Archer. Mana Leak. Oh, good card. Leak some mana. Thrive. Love the art on that. That's pretty. Golgari Rot Farm.
Yay. There's too many of those.
Lotleth. That seems like a Ravnica thing. I don't know. Probably wrong on that one. Unearth, our first foil common. Blood Artist. There we go.
Oh, nice. In the new art. That's pretty sweet.
Now we got Terminate. Okay, there we go. This is one of the ones that's going for a teeny bit of money right
here.
here.
Your Grixis Vampires deck is having fun in its shell over there.
Kess is having a lot of fun. And then we got Boros Garrison. I think I will probably end up getting all 10 of these in borderless. Not necessarily in foil, but
I will definitely get them in borderless.
I think they're all really cool.
They're going to go on my gates
all right,
list.
Except we got Greater Gargadon. Hey, you played this the other night.
And it worked.
It did things. Oh, Imperial Seal. I might freak out. That's okay. It's okay. Got a foil-etched Hostage Taker. Well, there goes part of our money back in the Imperial Seal.
There you go, bud.
Got a foil-etched Hostage Taker. And our last card is, come on. Pithing Needle.
I almost said Pinching Needle.
Pinching Needle.
Like I always think that it is.
Same thing. That's that regular foil. Pretty art there. Well, we hit one of the chase cards in the Imperial Seal, so we have to be happy about that.
Yeah, man. There you go.
The only way this becomes better is if we hit like any of the Titans or Liliana. You know?
Titan. Which Titan?
Ulamog, Kozilek, and Emrakul are all in here.
Okay, those Eldrazi Titans.
Glowspore Shaman, Queen Striker, Liev Sky Knight. I have to admit, like, these commons and uncommons seem kind of like a letdown when you're looking it up against the other stuff that you
They really are, man.
Riftboy, everyone's favorite dinosaur, Annoyed Altus. Where's the, what is it called? The Colossal Dreadmaw, the dinosaur that gets, like, reprinted in every core set. Like, why don't we get a foil that don't have
Right.
Myth Realized, downshifted from a rare to an uncommon in this set.
Such a good card back in standard.
Ooh, foil Path to Exile. We'll have to sleeve that one.
Yeah,
that one's got to be worth something. Ooh, Flicker Wisp.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's very common to see in Commander if you're playing.
Got Azorius Chancery, so we're up to, 3 out of 4 packs with a...
I think we have 3 of them, yeah.
With a bounce land. Ooh, foil Kasali Pride Mage. We'll sleeve that one. I'm not sure what it's going for.
It's such a cool card.
And then another Azorius Chancery.
This time in foil.
We have a 1,000-Year Storm. Good rare there.
Ugh.
Fun card.
Card is crazy.
It's because it's good.
Because it's good.
Got an Aether Vial.
Oh, wow.
There we go. What a good card. I love the art here. So people have pointed out this is actually the Kaladesh Inventions art for Aether Vial. And then, of course, you have Dak Faden stealing it, which is cool. So that is pretty. We have a foil-etched Gravecrawler. Good piece for combo decks in Commander. All right. Hardened Scales.
Hey, that's a great card for you there, bud.
Love that art. And again, yep, in that foil. Man, what a pretty card. I think it's funny because, like, dinosaurs aren't necessarily known for, like, counter strategies.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that, like I think you'd more expect, like, a human or an elf or, like, something like that. But
yeah.
I just find that really interesting. Man, what a cool box. I mean, we definitely rode the train, for sure. I think the Aether Vial and the Seal help a ton.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I'm happy to get the Rampant Growth. That was something that I was looking for anyway. I mean, 1,000-Year Storm ain't bad. I think the Pithing Needle and the Extraction are both fairly good. I mean, Path to Exile is great. The foil Terminate's still going for a good amount.
Yep.
In that new art.
And then you have the Blood Artist new art, which I
then
think
we got
is
the
really
Cedrus
cool.
there in foil. Not sure what that's going for, but that's pretty cool. Cedrus is an interesting commander.
He is an interesting commander.
I think the Battle Axe is going for decent, but not too big. But I mean, I think these two are what are definitely our pulls for the box. A regular Imperial Seal and the Aether Vial. I don't know what Aether Vial is going at for a moment, but this makes up probably at least half the box, which is nice. But man, this is such a fun set to open. I doubt I'll buy anything more than this. I mean, this was probably all I needed to buy as far as the set goes. I mean, I will, probably trade in what I don't want. I'll keep the bounce lands, get the rest of them because I think they're really cool. I don't really play with a ton of them, but I think they're really cool.
Yeah, I really like the art on them. The new art really, really kind of shows a little more.
I think the Gruul one is my favorite.
Oh, of course it is, but
That you like a bunch of people want to feel. The Simic one there is pretty cool.
the Simic one is pretty sweet.
The Golgari one's pretty cool. It's like a mushroom farm.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. I know there's been a lot of talk around Cedrus after getting reprinted. People were high on it as far as building those kind of decks, which is interesting. I mean, I don't hate Cedrus. It's definitely an interesting commander. I just feel like if I was going to go down the route of another Grixis deck, the new dude from Warhammer 40k seems kind of interesting.
He does, yeah, for sure. Especially something with like a not a reanimate effect, but like a kind of a reanimate effect. I mean, yeah, I guess it is really because it is coming from the Grixis.
I'm sure Cedrus has more combo potential than I can think of off the top of my head. I'm just kind of intrigued what would be that. I'll have to look that up on EDH later and see what your combo potential would be because you're unearthing for 3 mana. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things you can unearth for 3 mana, but the problem is...
No, that's fine if it exiles at the beginning of your instep, right?
Because you can always sack it. You can always
sack it. You can always just...
get the value back from it.
Oh, you can do so much with that. Now I'm just like mind racing.
Well, guys, I don't know how we can squeeze any more out of this more than just... We opened up Masters. Man, I'm just really excited. This is a Double Masters 1, or the first set, was something that was really cool. I got to see full arts. I think my favorite full arts from that one were Cyclonic Rift. Doubling Season had a pretty cool one. What else did we like? I liked... those are the two that I can think of off the top of my head. Of course, one of my favorite cards of one of my recent decks, Sneak Attack, got a reprint in Boros. Yeah. Do you have any favorite arts from either this one or the first Double Masters?
I'm glad people can stop complaining that Dockside got a reprint.
I was hoping we'd see one, but we weren't that lucky.
I hope the price.
I'll take this over Dockside.
I hope the price for it goes a little bit down now, just because I don't know. It's a great card, yeah.
The funny thing is, the last time I checked on Card Kingdom, the base version printing of this is only like $5 cheaper than the actual Commander deck one.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they're still up in that, I think they're down into that mid-60s range. I can only imagine what they would be if it just kept going.
Man, that's just nutty.
I know that this spot right here, these common and uncommon foil, like the full arts, I know they're really hit and miss. Like there's some good stuff in here and there's some not so good stuff in here. But I have to say I really like them. Muldrifter got some really cool art. We got Blood Arts, we got Flicker Wisp. We just got a bunch of really cool...
This art is so strange.
Really cool things. And I think that's what makes me happy. I love seeing stuff like this, stuff that gets reprinted in a nice, pretty art.
Yeah.
That's the same thing they did in Double Masters 1, right? With stuff like that.
Yeah. And
I think that's cool.
And it's usually something kind of not necessarily random, but not something you would think of up top of your head and whatnot. So it's like, I never really think of Privileged Position when I play.
It's interesting, like when I saw Privileged Position in the set, I was like, I have multiple enchantment decks, and I don't know that I ever would think about running it. Because you have Sterling Grove that's 2 mana that does the same thing and in fact gives everything Shroud.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I think it's an interesting card for sure. It's definitely probably a...
Well, now the debate comes is Shroud better than Hexproof?
I mean, arguably you could say Hexproof is better because you can at least target your own permanents, right? And a lot of those decks that use enchantments are all about targeting your own, like Heliod, right? You have to be able to target your own enchantment.
Yep.
So Privileged Position, I just love the art. I think
it's pretty sweet. Gorgeous. Yeah, that's pretty great. Man, I also really like the tokens that they added in there. I know that we talked about the Cat Dragon being maybe worth something. The Treasure Token, I love that they keep reprinting it, just because it continues to look stupidly good.
Love that worm. That's cool.
Worm. Big worm. I got a boar. I didn't even notice the backside. A drake that looks nothing like the rapper himself. A soldier.
What is a soldier?
A soldier. No, man. I love some of the cards. A lot of cards. I don't remember seeing this in 1. You can probably correct me, but I like seeing a lot of the Tarkir stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's
printed.
always cool. You know, you got to remember that this set is designed, the base packs are designed to be drafted. So everything in this environment is designed to draft. And I think that it's definitely really interesting. Like, a lot of people argued, well, we don't need reprints of these bounce lands. They're cheap anyway. But I think the boardless ones are cool.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
no, they're for sure.
They're great for the budget players who
Yep.
want to add a little bit of flair to their deck. Let's be honest, most 2-color decks probably run them anyway. With, you know, even though they're probably, you know, they are strictly a little bit less better than other dual lands.
All
They
right.
are still a dual land that you can play.
All right, Wizards, I know you're watching this because, you know, who wouldn't be? Put these in the precons. Stop messing with my mind and my heart. Okay, moving on. No, I
Can
mean,
we also amend, please put shock lands in the precons? Or is that too much to ask?
that's too much to ask. That's
Oh,
too much to
okay.
ask. But no, I do like these. I like that it got reprinted because I just made the decision to move from like the tri lands, which if you're listening to this and you're going, Mikey, you're a moron, but that's fine.
Oh no, my favorite tweet from this week was the triomes are less good than the shocks. Changed my mind, and I was just like, well, I mean, obviously, but like the ability to have 3 colors in decks that don't, you know, if you're not playing in green, triomes are like really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
So-
in green, they're not as good because you have so much ramp anyway.
Yeah.
But in
no.
a non-green deck, like triomes are actually really good, and in fact,
Yeah.
in most non-green decks, these are really good because
Yes.
they give you access to your mana.
Yep.
The only downside is, and it's funny because you know we just played some games
We
last
did
night,
this
Mikey.
twice last night.
And I made the comment twice. I was like, "You're gonna have to pitch a card," and my opponent was like, "What?" And I'm like, "If you play a bounce land turn 2, you'll have 8 cards in your hand,
And if you didn't
unless you
play
play
a
another spell."
Yeah, if you didn't
Yeah.
play a spell, yeah.
Which was just funny. Both times they were like, "What?" and then they
sorry,
counted,
what?
and they're like, "Oh man."
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not sure what the value is on Pithy Needle or Surgical Extraction. Be honest, like I love the master sets because sometimes you get to see cards you never would have seen otherwise.
Yeah.
Like Surgical Extraction is not a card I've ever considered for any deck.
Nope. Pithing Needle, I've
Pithy
seen
Needle at
multiple
least
times.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot more played in Modern, right? Where you're actually, or Legacy, where you're actually calling cards that you don't want to get played. Like I feel like if you're playing a Pithy Needle in Commander, you're just calling somebody's commander. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna lock you out of the game.
Like to me, like this is a perfect thing to try to shoot down like a cannon deck, or you know, something like that,
Yeah,
where it
yeah,
uses
it
an
really-
activated ability to get value. Like this would be
You know,
perfect.
Maybe somebody's Winota or something like
Well,
that.
activated, not triggered.
Oh, that's true. Dang it.
Yeah, but I mean, like you also have stuff like Curse of Silence. I mean, there's a couple of
Yeah,
things
there's
that
a
do
lot
that.
that do stuff like that.
I mean, some of the best stuff like this is, you know, like Graft Digger's Cage or
Yep.
that where you're going after graveyard decks. Aether Vial is honestly one of those artifacts that like I've never really honestly looked at. And it's a good card at the beginning of your upkeep. You know, put a counter on it. You can put a creature card with many like the number of counters on the back. That's really good, especially if you put this down turn 1. Like in a non-green red deck that like cares about artifacts like this in an
I'm thinking like
like an Esper or like a.
I'm thinking of Proliferate, man. Like it says it's a counter. Like
The only problem is it has to be equal. It's the only bad part.
true.
So you'd have to be a little bit careful.
Yeah.
But you know, my thought is like an Esper Flyers list or like even a Dragons list that isn't in green. Like could take giant advantage of this because you could get it down early. Heck, where if you're playing in blue, you could search for it fairly easily.
Yep.
It is targetable with Urza Saga. You can go get it plenty of others ways if you really needed to.
That's a good point. Man,
I feel like there is just this class. I feel like the new class of artifacts is it searchable with Urza Saga? Like I just like we found out. Like I feel like now, you know, I've started to try Mana Crypt in just a couple decks, not too many, just 1 or 2. And it's like anytime Saga goes off, it's like, do I get a Soaring or a Crypt? Like, you know, both are just.
both are great to have, man.
I'm not sure what Imperial Seal is going for at the time of recording. I've looked at it over the last couple of days, and it seems to be holding its value. But I mean, it's at least half of what I paid for the box for it. I would love to keep it, but I think it would be stupid to keep it.
It's an interesting card for sure. It's like a
I mean, it is strictly probably
V
the second
tutor.
best tutor. I mean,
Yeah.
Demonic Tutor I still think is the best tutor. Getting to get it to your hand right now and not lose life is just really good.
Vampiric Tutors for 2 mana,
It's 1 mana. It's this, but instant speed.
instant speed. Okay.
And this is the same thing, but at sorcery speed. Now, the interesting thing about Imperial Seal is the reason that it's not played in Commander is it only got printed once in Portal 3 Kingdoms, and the card was like $300 because the interesting thing about Portal 3 Kingdoms that not many people know is a Portal was never released in the U.S. It was only released in like Asia and Europe.
What?
As like a starter product for them. So the problem is like it was the same thing with 3 Visits, which we got reprinted in Commander Legends.
Yeah.
This is a card that only ever got printed in a set that never was widely released. And so no wonder it's expensive because there were none of them out there. Now at least we have 1, 2, 3 new printings of Imperial Seals. So at least the price will start dropping.
Out,
But
yeah.
see, the interesting thing is like Grim Tutor was in the same spot, right? It got reprinted in M21, and then we just got that reprint in the Secret Lair as the bonus card, and then now we're getting another reprint in the Fortnite Secret Lair, and now that card's down to like $10.
Thank goodness.
But then you have a tutor like Demonic Tutor, which was only gotten reprinted in Ultimate Masters as a box topper, and then that Secret Lair, and then in the Mystical Archive.
Yeah,
and it's still sitting at, I'm sure, $60.
I mean, that Mystical Archive goes for upwards to $100 still.
That's a pretty card.
It is, yes, for sure. I mean, you see a lot of cards, I think, that do that, and it's not. I don't think it's anything like magic or not magic. I don't think anything that Wizards could do or has done. I think it's just like one of those things that just kind of happens, and they're just like, oh, whoops, like, okay, now we got to figure out where to put a reprint for this certain card, and they got to figure out where it fits.
I think
it's the biggest
thing that makes me the most mad about this set is why was Dockside not in Commander Legends 2?
It's a good question, right?
Because they could print it in the fancy borderless and make
Yeah,
money.
exactly.
On that depressing note, guys, thank you so much for watching our Dome Masters 2022 collector box opening. I don't know how much more Dome Masters will be opening on the channel. Probably not much because, to be honest,
I'm not buying any product.
I don't need to open anything else as this goes.
Listen, this set's cool. But
My problem with Dome Masters 2022 is my same problem with the first one was, which is it's a lot of risk and potentially not a lot of reward depending on what you open. Thankfully, the collector boosters here are at least set up where you're going to nail something. These borderless foils are going to be at least valuable because this is the only way to get them. In these, same thing with these foil etched. This is the only way to get them. So, it'll probably gain some value, but I mean, like,
is it all necessary? Is the question, right?
well, you know how the popular saying goes.
Which one?
If you make it, people will buy it. Like, no.
If you build it, they will come. Well, all right, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around with us, watching this, watching this monstrosity.
I'm a little more relaxed now, seeing the spread. Like,
I'm not. My brain's working too much. No. Thanks for watching this, though. We really appreciate it. This will be.
It'll be out this week.
Yeah, it'll be out. Well, it doesn't matter when it's out. It'll be something that we'll probably look back on and maybe talk about. I know there's a joke that Millsy and I made when we were looking at spoilers for this, and we were saying that it's basically Commander Masters, not really.
It is Commander Masters.
Because a lot of the cards in here.
I want you to look
staples.
at. I want you to. Now, Mikey, I don't know what your knowledge of Modern is at all, but I want you to look at the cards on this table and tell me: did we pull any Modern staples out of this?
I wanted to say one maybe, and one. Where did it go? Maybe Coiling Oracle? Is that a Modern staple?
So, to my knowledge, we have 2. Hiron Scales, of course.
Okay.
Well played in Modern. Pithing Needles, well played in Modern. If it's not banned, I'm actually not sure. I would hope it's not, considering this set is actually intended for Modern. I'd imagine Blood Artist gets some good play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean but it also gets
We really didn't take much attention for
great commander play, but I love that this set, the original Dawn Masters was intended to be a modern reprint set, just like any master set. They're all modern reprint sets for you to get all the expensive cards, and I love that this one. I mean, most of the cards on this table are more played in Commander than they are in Modern.
Hey, just remember, Ajani's on Lightning Helix.
Just remember, Lightning Helix is actually decent, but that's not the point.
It is actually really decent. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. We will catch you next time.
In the next.